Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and it's day 11. My goodness, day 11. We've only got this and one day left, and then it's Christmas. Oh, I hope you're all excited. I hope you've all got your shopping done, and I've got a few more bits to do, but that's it. Today, what are we doing today? So I was around my son's house, and he had a bit of a takeaway. And he was just sort of like sorting it all out. And I was like, I'll have that bag, please. And yeah, he had this bag, this paper bag. So I thought, out of everything that we've done, we haven't yet made a journal. And one of the things that I like about this journal is that it's this here. I think it's cool, and I've got a kind of an idea of what I want to do with this. So let's get started. Right, so first off, let's do the measurements. So all I've done is I've just folded it in half. Now what I really wanted was to have this as a closure, but when you fold it this way, they're just way off. They're way off. I don't know. I'm wondering if I might be able to manipulate it. Yeah, no, look, they're way off. It's got too far to go, so I can't have that as a closure, which is a shame because that would have looked so cool. I mean, I guess I could. And then that bit, no, it's too far off. It's too far off. So we're not going to have that as a closure. Right, the measurements are, I'm not even going to mess about with the lines. It's 4 3/4 by, let's say 8 1/2. This bit, it measures 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So what we're going to do on this bit first is, it's a shame that it's I mean, it's a paper bag. I'm just wondering if I could take it off and move it, you know. I think I'm gonna take it off and move it. I've got a little mat somewhere that I could put underneath it so I don't cut the bag. Right, so I'm gonna have it as a closure. So what one do we need to move? I think we need to make this one longer. So let's chop this one off right up to, we need as much of it as we can. So right up to where it's glued. And then I reckon, I reckon we'll be able to, 1, put it on so it's straight, and 2, move it. A little adjustment never hurt anybody. So it opens up like this. We're going to have a pocket here, and then we're going to have a pocket here, and then this is on the back. Let's burnish this down so we know exactly where we want it to be. And then this is going to fold over, and this is going to be the closure. Let's burnish this down as well, because it is just a takeaway bag, so it's not like it's made sort of, do we need both handles on? Do you know what? I don't think we need both handles on, but I do want to use both handles because there's something I want to do with it. So I'm going to glue this bit down here and this bit across here. So just going to glue those down and hold them down like that. And then I'm going to do the same on this one. And then again on here. And then hold that down until it bonds. Because I'm hoping that this let's refold it so that it is identical. Perfect. Is that going to stick? I have to put some more glue on. And then I'm just going to put a little couple of clips on. And then while that's drying, let's cover it. What shall I cover it with? Shall I cover it with the paper that we've been using? So it's all, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. It's Christmas paper, so let's use it. And I'm still in shock that I've only used one pad of this. Oh, I do like that. We're going to use that somewhere. Let's tuck the papers that I'm going to use down the side. And this, I think this one is my favourite page. And the one, I think I've used both of them though. There's one that's got like all big numbers on it. But yeah, I think I've used both of them. I have. But that's okay. I'm not going to measure. Now, one of the dilemmas, it's not really a dilemma, but do I... See, look, first off, we need to straighten this up so that it's... I mean, not that it really matters, but we want it to be as straight as we can for just a bog standard takeaway bag. Now, do I fold over like that, or do I put a piece on here, and then I really want to use, if I can find it, here it is. So on my first stamp release, I brought out the large, I'm pretty sure this is, yeah, 20mm washi tape. I really want to use that because I'm thinking this, yeah, look, I'm doing it. Right, so first off, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay this down on here, like so. Find my pencil, and I'm just going to nothing like making it difficult for yourself, Tone. I'm just going to draw a line down. And then I'm going to also do one right up to it. And then draw another line. I'm going to cut these out and I'll be back. Now, I don't know if in the inside I'm going to... Perfect. I don't know if in the inside I'm going to cover, and then that will go over there, look. Yes. I'm going to cover with coffee paper because I want to make pockets. So I don't want it to be like too busy. Right, so what are we... Let's use our big wide nib. And then what we're going to do on the inside is I'm going to make a bit of a journal out of like some music paper, coffee paper, not like loads of pages, just a few pages. Right, that's it on there. What one do we want to use? Oh, I want this one for the front page. And like I said, it is going to be all sorts of wonky because it's a lunch. It's just a paper bag that's made to carry food. So they don't take loads of time and worrying about whether it's the bag straight or anything like that. Like for example here. So this is going to need to be trimmed. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. One of the things I have noticed about this paper is how well as ground espresso goes with it. I mean, look at that. Doesn't that just look stunning? Right, so I'm going to do the back first, and I am going to put some glue down it just because it's going to have movement. And then I'm going to get my, well, I was going to get my brush, but you know what? I think I'm just going to spread it with my spatula. And then I'm going to get my washi tape. Right, so I'm going to mark half like so. Lay that down, and then I'm just gonna cut that there, and then I'm gonna do the same with the glue on this side. I just want it to have like a little bit of added security. And then I'm just gonna fold it over, press down like that. And then look at that, it goes so nice. And then we're just gonna sand it off. I do think, can you look, honestly, they don't last long in my craft room. There we go. And then I'm just gonna burnish it down and then run up and down the crease, just so it's a bit sharper. Look at that already. Oh, I just love it. I just love it. I so hope that they bring this paper pad out again next year. Right, so I'm just going to grab, I'm hoping this will be thick enough to cover inside there. My daughter started wrapping her presents and has run off with my my scissors, my newish ones, and then that can go in there like that. It's not quite long enough, but do you know what? The only bit it shows is the red part of the bag, which is absolutely fine because it's Christmas. Right, so let's stick that down just before we go and do anything else. So we know that that is covered. I'm just lifting the bag up so I know how far up it goes. And then that can be behind the pocket. So now that's done, we can glue the pocket down. I'm putting quite a bit of glue on, just because we struggled with the handles. And then I'm going to put a couple of clips on so that dries. But look at that. Isn't that just delicious? Let's do a bit of sanding around the edge. I love it to look worn on the corners, because then look at that. Doesn't that just look so old and cool? This washi tape, if you've been a customer of mine for a while, you could potentially have this washi tape. I do have it in the 10mm and I also have it in the 20mm as well. So yeah, if you've been buying from me for a while, you could potentially have this. So look how nice it goes. Oh, I just love it. I love it. Right, let's put a bit of distress on there, and then down there too. And then we want to, I'm going to get a bit of tape and just, I don't want to rip that bit off. And then all we need to do is cover this bit and make sure, because this, I mean, not that it matters because you're gonna cover it, but I just like to make sure everything is properly down. Oh, I just love it. I just love it. Right now, so I'm going to take the what should I say, the woven pattern paper. That's what I would probably call it. Where's my pencil gone? And it's practically on that black line, and then just there. So I'm going to cut that out. All right, so that's done, and that should go over the top there like that. Perfect. I'm just gonna ink this side now because I won't be able to do it when it's on because of the, I mean, I could just ink it all right now, to be honest, and give it a little distress. We're going to make it quite simple inside. Like, there's not going to be any complicated things on it. It's just going to be like a couple of pockets, a couple of tucks, a little bit of ephemera. Of course, I'm going to have to do this anyway because I got too carried away with the old inking on one side. But doesn't that just look so cool? And obviously that's a pocket. Now we need to cover this side. What do we want to I'm going to try and find a bit in here. See, I don't really like this one. I just don't think it's very Christmassy. And the colours, you know, there's no pinks and stuff in this book, which is a little bit annoying. So yeah, I don't really like that page. That's quite a cool page. I don't really want to use another one of the gingham. I mean, I suppose I could use that one, but then is that just too much? Maybe I'll use the one with the book notes. The wording on with the Christmas tree. I do like the Christmas tree. I've used it previously. Right, let's get my pencil back. And then just mark it there. And mark it there. Oh my goodness, look at that. Doesn't that just go so well together? I mean, do you know what the key is? One of the key things is when you're playing with junk is, I mean, I'm sure you all know this. If you can cover it, you can revamp it. If it can be covered, it can be revamped. I mean, look at that. We've got an instant pocket. We've got another big pocket in here as well, and I might glue this bit so that whatever goes in it goes to the back. I think I'm going to do that, because otherwise it just gets annoying and stuck and stuff when it's a folded. So that then when you put anything in it, it will go. It will slide right in there that way. And I could even glue this bit. Yeah, let's do that. Let's glue down here. And it will also make it more sturdier as well. I mean, you don't have to, because what I've done is I've just done this side of the book, and because there's a fold, where is it? You could theoretically use this bit as some kind of pocket if you wanted to. I mean, it's not very deep. Let's make sure that is glued down. And that. Give it a little squeeze. Some of these, my edging, my corners, gluing corners, honestly. And then already, oh, look at that. I mean, oh, I just love it. Right, so what we're going to do with this, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to cover it with washi tape, because I feel that that is going to be the easiest way to cover it, I think. Well, so that's going to go that way. Right, let me work this out, because I've got this handle. Right, so we're going to see this side and this side. We're not going to see the middle. Right. And I don't mind if some of the tape, some of the craft cardstock is showing, like that, that doesn't bother me at all. I think I might just fold that over, to be honest. Give it a little sand. I mean, what you could do if you wanted to is before you glued the these bits down, the diagonal bits, because obviously this is just basically a strip of paper that's, let me show you on this paper chain. So it's basically a strip of paper that has then been measured and has just been folded like so, and then you've got a handle. So if you haven't got a bag like this, you can literally just do this bit yourself. Yeah, it's literally just a straight piece of paper to whatever measurement you want, and then just fold it over like that. So that's basically all these are. So before you glued it down, while it was still a straight bit of paper, you could put a strip along there as well. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit, and then I'm just going to get my knife, because I didn't put a strip down before I glued it. But if you use your knife really gently, because it's only washi tape, cuts, look at that, just cuts so easily. And then, look at that, this is going to be, oh, my goodness. Oh, don't you just, you know when you see something and then you're just like, oh, that would look so cool if we did this, that and the other. And then it's not until you do it, I'm trying to, oh, I don't know why I'm bothering. Right, so this is the bit that's going to be seen. So I do want this strip to go right in here, because that's tucked right away and you're not going to see it. And then same on this side. I actually like it with the craft cardstock showing. Have I done? Yeah. Whew. I was just looking at it then thinking, have I done the wrong side? Because that would be typical of me. Right, and now let's do the middle bit. And again, just, I mean, you can line it up and then like measure it and cut it, but this way is just as easy. I also love the way where we've got the craft cardstock. So let's just burnish that down with a bit of sanding. Oh, look at that. I mean, you could even have it as a little carrier. But I love that. I love that. Now I'm just going to quickly just go round the edge. Not too much, just kind of, just so it brings it in with the cover before I put this down. And let's do this side. There we go. And then what I want to do with this is I want to get some acetate, and I want to put, oh, that's nearly perfect, look. And then put this over the top so that this is kind of like an acetate window. But before I do that, I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to put the magnet under here. Oh my goodness. Of course I did. Useless. Right, where's my magnets? I want to use the black ones because they're so much stronger. Let's take out, we've got 2, I believe 2. So I'm just gonna, let's put those back together for a minute over there. And then I think I'm just gonna cut, if I line this up so it's straight, I'm just gonna cut this off here. And then I'm gonna lay this down. Let's do it to there, I think. I am going to have to trim off the corners. Where did I put that? Where did I put the pencil mark? Right, let's lay this down on here. And then we can slide that out, straighten that up, like so, straighten the ruler up, and hopefully that'll work. Hopefully. Let's have a go. Yeah, I knew I was going to have to cut the slanted bits off, so I'm just lightly grazing all over. Just so it comes in a little bit. Like that, and then I'm going to get my little snippets and just snip that off like so. And then we're going to glue down. Where did the magnet go? I bet it's stuck to my ruler. Let's put the magnet on there. And I'm going to let that dry. And then we're going to put the other magnet down on the cover, and we'll find something that can hold it on. Right, so while that's drying, I think I'm going to need to push it back a little bit because we're going to put some papers in it. So we want some kind of give around here. And then we've got the, we've also got the pocket. Where's the pocket? And the inside, the pocket's on the inside. Right, so does that need to be glued down? This needs to be glued all the way up. So let's mark that down. Right, so I've got a few bits out. Let me move my journal while it's drying up out of the way. I've got a few bits out. I'm going to have to get my journal back out in a minute though, because I need measurements. I've got some coffee dyed and tea dyed envelopes, another piece of coffee dyed paper, and again some planner paper, some of the card that we had from yesterday's bag. I thought about a bit of pattern paper and some music paper. That is just plain, which is absolutely fine. Now I'm hoping that these can be, they're going to be too short. So I have an option. I either put the paper in sideways, or this is as big as the journal inside will be. Which, to be honest, I think is absolutely fine. So, yep. So I want it to come up a little bit. And then I also want this to be a little bit shorter than the journal. Where's my trimmer? Where did I put that line? Why do I always draw a line and then I lose it? Oh, it's because I'm looking on the wrong side. Right, so let's put that there. I'm not even bothered about the ripped bits either. I'm going to get my trimmer back out in a minute. I'm going to fold all the papers. Now, I don't even mind if they are different sizes. Because what you could do is, if we fold this one over, you could kind of fold this back on itself, like straight tone would help. Like that. And that could be a flip out. So if we put that, is that straight? Inside there, like that. And then this one, we could put maybe down. We need to put it where a staple is going to be. And then just, I'm not going to fold this bit because it's got some pen on it. Like there, look. And we could put that bit there. And then this is already folded. So it's a little bit deeper. I'm not too sure I want to use it though. Oh, I don't. I love it too much. It's been up on my side for ages. And I haven't used it. Right, so let's fold this bit. Is that straight? No. Why would it be straight? can't cut straight, I can't fold straight. I'm not going to do that to this one either. So this one can go on that outside, and then I wonder if this is still sticky, so we could put this on the middle there like that. Oh, look at that for fittage, love it. And then maybe one we could just, oh, get off, we could just fold this in half, straighten the edge because we've got a bit that's hanging off. There we go. And then we could have let's move it up a little bit so it's even. That's it. So which one is not lining up? Is it this? Because now I want to put that other envelope in, and this glue strip's gone, so I want to put this, so this goes in this way. I want it to be like that. Maybe this might be a bit better in the middle. Like so. I'm going to burnish all the pages down so they all fit nicely together. Let's put this bit up the top. And then we've got this page. There we go. And we could trim and make this all straight, but I mean, then that would make that a pocket. Nope, I'm not. I'm going to leave it. Am I going to leave it? Dop, 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 dop. Let's just fold that in for a minute. And then I'm just going to straighten that edge. Let's straighten, put it on there. Make sure the pages are tucked in where you want them. And then just carefully, because you're going through quite a few bits of paper, And then this might hang over a little bit. Yep, that's absolutely fine. And now I've got Outreach. And I'm going to get my journal. And I'm going to place it in. And we made it so it was a little bit shorter. Open it up to the middle, like so. And then I'm going to get, I do have some real long paper clips somewhere. Right, let's make sure this book is exactly where we want it. That's it. And then clip it. Clip it, clip it. I haven't got another clip. I have somewhere, but I don't know where. Right, let's get Reach out, which is one of my most valuable purchases. I absolutely love this thing. And I don't know, I think I might do 3 staples. So firstly, I'm going to do one at the top and one at the bottom. And then I'm going to put one in the middle. Make sure, sorry about if you can see my head. And then that's done. And our journal is in. This, I still want this to be straight, so I'm just gonna manipulate the handle like so. Oh, and then look at that. I've got my hammer out, and then let's make sure that we can refold that back out. And then one of the pieces of the same that we've got on this side, we'll use the bigger bit. So what I want to do is from here, where's my pencil? And then cut it, because I want a bit of a border. And then also on this line here. Oh, let's get me trimmer. Am I gonna have to find my pencil marks again? Right, so there's one there. Got a bit of washi on my jumper. And then there is another one there. There. And what I want to do is I'm just gonna line each corner of this with where the silver part, the metal silver part starts on the trimmer. And then we've got a nice little pocket. So let's, where's my, this is what I mean by it was going to be pretty simple. You can stitch all this if you want. Just going round with the sander. And then going along the bottom and down the longest side. And stick that down there. And we could even, you know that bow I keep wanting to use? Let me just take the, we could even just put the bow on there, like that. I mean, it will be white on the back, but that's absolutely fine. That looks so cool. And then we've also got another sticky that we could put this on here like that, or we could just put it at the top here. Oop. Nope, I don't think so, not that. We have got a big word, Mary, but I don't think I want to use that either. I do like the bow. I'm just gonna grunge that up. And like I said, that needs straightening out. And then the other magnet that I think I've probably lost now because I've been faffing. Is it stuck to something? Yeah, there it is. That needs to go on there. Do you know what? I'm going to use my super glue. Right, so I've just found this label in my stash, and I'm thinking it's got the magnet on the back. So I want it to stick to where the magnet is on here. I do like this bow. I keep looking at this bow. Oh, with the little strands coming down. It's just too big. And I think this is from another piece of ephemera that I did a couple of years ago. And I've gone off the orangey colour of vintage. Not I've gone off it. It's not my go-to colour nowadays, like frayed burlap or ground espresso. Let's just and I think just that on there. I might put some cheesecloth if See, I've only got this one, and this one's too orange. Yeah, it's too orange. I'm gonna, do you know what, actually? I think a bit of white, just like a non-dyed bit, and I've got so much of it. I need to take off, I mean, look, this, I've got, look at it all, and it's still coming. It's just, it's caught on my basket. Yeah, look, I've got absolute tons of it. I buy it in bulk. And I think this will look good. I'm going a little bit larger so that when I've stuck it down, I can distress it, like pull the bits out. So let's put some glue down. Like so. And then I'm just going to put some glue down the middle for now, in case I find is that glued down? That doesn't look, I could do with a little bit more, just to be safe. I'd rather too much than too little. Right, let's get our little tub of ephemera and see. I think that one's too small. This one might look good. Where's my tweezers? Let's have a little. Just auditioning a few bits. I think it's because it's white. I don't mind using white if everything else is white, but when I'm going grungy, I want it to be grungy. Yeah, that's a little bit better, but I'm still not sure I like it. Oh, I'm gonna be fussy. I know I am. I can feel it in me bones. Right, let's just pull out a pile and just set it out. Oh, we've got this. I do like this one. Yeah. And just give it, just sort of like loosen the fibres. And do we want it at the top? I think I want it at the top. Put that there. We got a bit of holly. Could put that off the bow. Let's darken that up. I think it's because the green. And then reset sand that bit. Let's see how this looks now. I do kind of like that there, you know. I do kind of like it there as well. But I do like it on the bow. Yeah, it just gives it... Oh, no, because it's got paint. Right, yeah, you would see that on the other side. It's got some stamping on the back. So I think I'm going to put it here. Just there. And let's see what else we've got. I don't think this would... Could put that... No. Do you know what? I think if I can't... If I can't find... I do like that there. If I can't find something, then I'm just going to leave it as it is. Because if I can't find something to go on it, then I'm obviously content enough with how it is. Right, now we can stick that down properly. I think this handle's moved. Oh, look at it. I think that's good enough, you know. I'm more than content with that. What I could have thought about was putting the bow on there. Like that, but never mind. I have moved. The magnet's moved. I just need to burnish that down. There you go. Look at it. Oh, it's just so cool. And who'd have thought? The handle. And then we open it up and we've got a pocket here. We've got a lovely little bit of journaling and a pocket here. How cool is that? I love it. I absolutely love it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. And I will see you all tomorrow. Happy crafting, everybody, and take care. Bye.